Talk about food training again. This is very important. I just can't let this go. It is so important. And I want to explain something that I do feel that food training can be used in certain situations. I just don't feel that it's appropriate for most dogs, and definitely not the domestic house dog. It's totally inappropriate. A situation where it might be appropriate to use this might be when the military is training a sea mammal, because you can't put a collar on something that's going in the ocean or that is already in the ocean. It doesn't make any sense. So you kind of have to do this. And these animals are professional animals that are trained to do one specific task. So it's not a problem. And after they're worked with, they're put up. They're always dealt with in a professional manner. And they do it with dogs, and it's appropriate too. When they do it with a dog, like say a bomb-sniffing dog in Russia, right? Those dogs are dealt with professionally, just the same way as the sea mammal the U.S. Navy would use with a sea mammal. So they go out and work, they're on patrol, and then they're put up. It's not like your dog. Your dog is in a social setting. That's why we deal with it differently, and we use leadership and obedience, okay? B.F. Skinner's work was done in a laboratory setting, and that's what these people are doing too. They really are. It's not like you training your dog at your house. It's totally different. Those bomb-sniffing dogs, they go out, they're on patrol for 4 hours or whatever, and then when they're off, another dog comes on, okay? And they're just doing a specific task. They're not going home and hanging around with your nephew Johnny, okay? And the trainer isn't at lunchtime eating in front of the dog, right? And the trainer definitely, this is a military person, is definitely not giving part of its sandwich to the dog either, okay? That's hugely important. They don't do that. And why? Because they're in the military, and if they do that, they'll get court-martialed. That's why it is appropriate for certain animals to be trained like this. But to have some ex-military person trying to like sell it to the American public, which that's not what we're having. We're having ex-sea mammal trainers selling this to the American public, is highly inappropriate and scary, okay? It is not a very humane way to do it if you're going to be in a social setting with the dog. It's a social animal, and the most natural way to deal with an animal is on its own level, okay? Another time that it might be appropriate to food train an animal would be like, say, a large monitor lizard. A large monitor lizard, you have to move like a Komodo dragon. You might have it target like a ball on a stick to kind of steer the thing around. That makes sense to food train an animal that way. But once again, the trainer is, dealing with it professionally and being very robotic with it, okay? That's a lizard anyway. I mean, how do you deal with that? Just because you deal with a monitor lizard that way doesn't mean that you would deal with a very social animal like the dog the same way. It makes no sense. This food training, all it does is condition your dog to be excited. It's not appropriate to do with an animal that you're interacting with socially. It makes no sense, okay? You just are going to be exciting the dog. Food is way too important for the dog. You need to use food, but you do not use it indiscriminately.
Turn your camera over here. I'll show you how to catch a fish without a rod or reel. Don't use your hands, use your mouth. Dude, you got the camera on me?
Yeah, I got you, Mango. Go ahead.
Let's go. Here, fishy. I smell it. Now, I'll kill me in the trap. Smell it. Right over here. You getting this, Caine?
Yeah, Mango, keep going.
Shit. God damn it. Got away. I don't see anything else over here, man. Come on back. By the way, I was thinking, Only a mini retriever.
Okay, Mango, whatever you say.
Yo, dude, tell him about September 1.
Oh yeah,